It's another sequel, guys, and you know what? I'm actually pretty excited for this one because I loved the first Paddington, and not only that, but Paddington also appeared in the M&S Christmas advert this year. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's great. I don't know if you can really check it out outside of the UK. I'm not entirely sure, but if you get a chance to check it out, please do because it's awesome. Paddington 2. So Paddington 2 sees Ben Whishaw, or Whishaw, however you pronounce his last name, return to voice Paddington Bear, as well as Hugh Bonneville, Sally Hawkins, Julie Walters and Peter Capaldi returning to their respective roles from the first movie, as well as newcomers Brendan Gleeson and Hugh Grant joining the cast this time around. And in this movie, Paddington's aunt's birthday is just around the corner. He's getting very excited. He wants to get her a very special present about London. She's always dreamed of coming to London, and when he finds this special antique pop-up book, it's like she would be here just by looking at all the monuments that are in London in this pop-up book. However, because it is an incredibly rare antique and because it hides something a lot greater, it is stolen, and Paddington is blamed for this robbery, thus landing him in jail. So it is now up to the Brown family to clear his name and find out who has stolen this book, which it does show who the villain is who actually stole the book in the trailer, but I won't reveal who that is just in case you guys haven't seen the trailer. And as usual with sequels, I'm going in quite skeptical because the second movie is never really as good as the first. However, this movie I found a lot of fun. I found very entertaining. It did a very good job of capturing the heart and the comedy that the first movie did before it, as well as expanding more characters in certain ways. Ben Whishaw, or Whishaw, however you pronounce his name, he was fantastic voicing Paddington. You really feel for this bear through the portrayal of his voice alone, because Paddington's such a lovely, kind bear. He looks for the good in everyone, and in that we just fall in love with him immediately and root for him throughout the entire film, as well as the Brown family, who are all trying to prove Paddington's innocence. You can tell that since the first movie I've grown to love Paddington even more so, to the point where they've included him as a member of their family. And because they have such a strong connection in the film, you can't help but be pulled into that connection as well and feel a part of their family, and you want to see them all come out on top. You've also got newcomers in this movie, which include Brendan Gleeson, who I thought was absolutely fantastic in this film. He was hilarious. He definitely brought a lot of laughs to this film for me. I bought his connection with Paddington immediately. He made a very unique, albeit weird, bond while they were in the prison, but it was done in a way where it had a lot of comedy to certain scenes as well as a lot of entertainment to others, and so I really enjoyed what they did with their characters as well as the other inmates that Paddington meets while in the prison. I thought it was all really good, albeit a bit over the top, but I kind of expected that from this movie after seeing the first movie. I mean, if you go into this movie expecting a grounded family comedy, then you're going to be a bit let down because it is very over the top and ridiculous at certain times. But the movie does embrace that in every way that it can, and it makes some very entertaining scenes as the movie goes on. You've also got Hugh Grant in this movie, who I thought was absolutely fantastic. You can tell that he's having a lot of fun in the role that he is in. It looks like he's having a lot of fun with the material that he's been given, and it's great seeing him on screen again. It's been a while since I've seen him on screen. I can't actually remember the last movie I saw him in, but it's great seeing him on screen again, and I hope to see him in more movies just like this because he was really great in this film. He definitely stood out for me. And while a lot of the comedy and heartfelt moments definitely hit in this film, there are a few flaws that I do have with the movie. Only a few minor issues though. The first one being not every joke hits as hard as it should, but I can kind of look that over because there are a lot of moments in this movie which do have you genuinely laughing out loud. The second one being Peter Capaldi's character. Although in the first movie I really enjoyed and he felt like he had a place, in this movie I felt like he was just there. He didn't really have a purpose in this film. It kind of felt like they just brought him back because he was there in the first movie and they needed that annoying neighbour who continuously hates Paddington, basically to give some conflict between the people that live with Paddington on his street. And as much as he does give an entertaining and fun performance in this movie, I didn't really feel his character was necessary, so I didn't really feel needed in the scenes that he was in, and in that those scenes did feel a little bit wasty, if that's even the right word to say there. I mean, it just felt like his character was a bit of a waste of time in this film. It could have been cut out and wouldn't have made much difference to the film is what I pretty much meant to say. And another small flaw, which I won't go into too much detail about because it's a spoiler for the film, but there's a moment in this movie where Hugh Bonneville questions what his wife Sally Hawkins is saying in a certain point, and I feel like after everything you've gone through in the first movie and everything that's led up to this point at this film, I feel like he'd have a bit more faith than to just outright ignore it, or at least hear her out to hear what she has to say before completely walking out of the room. But other than that, I had a great time with this movie. If you absolutely loved the first movie, I feel like you will love this one. It is definitely a worthy successor to the first one. Although not as good as the first, I do feel like it's a very enjoyable film. If you didn't enjoy the first one, you may not enjoy this. However, for me personally, I feel like it's a great family fun movie. It had me laughing, it was very heartfelt, the characters were all incredibly entertaining, and so for all those reasons, I'm going to give Paddington 2 4 stars. So, Paddington 2, have you guys seen it yet? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks as always for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, then subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks again for watching, you guys are awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.